Hello everybody! Today I'm going to show you where I like to buy my needle felt supplies in Japan. The first place I like to go is Daiso, primarily because it's very affordable. In Japan it's only 100 yen for each of these items. You can get a felting mat for 100 yen, a pack of 4 different colors of yarn, or even a felting kit. And I think that the quality is pretty good for what you're paying for. I mean, only $1 for all of this. That's amazing. And this wool, by the way, is probably my favorite felting wool because it's cheap and it works up really quickly. I also buy other craft supplies at Daiso, and I think it's just a really great place to buy craft stuff. They even have eye beads, but the only thing about the Daiso eye beads is that they're really big. So I use these ones for plushies, but I don't really use them for my needle felted pieces. The next store that I'm going to show you is called Craft Heart Tokai, and this is my local craft store. I go here for everything, but in terms of needle felting, this is where I go when I want to find a specific color that I can't find at Daiso, because most of the wool I use is from Daiso just because it's inexpensive and I have a lot of it. But I go to this store when I need a specific color or if I want to buy a kit. And these kits that you see here are like coin purses. So when I buy a kit, sometimes I learn a new skill or a new technique or a new way of making things. So that's why I think kits can be really cool. And this store even has Disney kits. There's a Marie needle felted kit. But the only thing about kits is that they're kind of expensive compared to buying the raw materials themselves. So the amount of wool that you get in a kit is probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times the price that you would pay if you bought just the colors themselves. But when you get a kit, you have directions and they give you a plan on how to felt something cute. So if you're kind of lost on what to make, then the kit will give you really good ideas. But you can also look on YouTube because I have a lot of tutorials on my channel where you can learn how to make cute different things. Anyway, I really like this craft store. I come here for everything and I want to buy everything. Whenever I come to the craft store, I end up buying kits, but then I never make them. So I kind of hoard Japanese craft kits. And I want to do them, but then I don't actually, it's hard for me to find the time to make all of the kits that I have. But I feel inspired and I feel happy just having them because I know that someday I'll do them when I have more time, when my kids are a little bit older and a little bit more independent. So this place has a nice little section on things that you can make, like it gives you some inspiration. And this Fluffeel brand is actually one of my favorite brands of wool because it felts up really quickly. So something that I always come back to this craft store for is the eye pins. And they have a huge selection. They have every size. And I haven't seen this big a selection of eye pins anywhere else. If you don't have this available to you, I think you could find these things on Etsy or on eBay perhaps. Just look for black safety eyes or black eye pins and you could probably find it there. Alright, now we're switching stores, and this is actually a store called Joyful Honda, which is kind of like Walmart on steroids. It's huge and they carry everything there. And they have this needle felting section which has a pretty good variety of felting wool and needle felting supplies. So one of the things that I like to hoard are Japanese craft books. I actually have most of these felting books that I'm leafing through, but I love Japanese craft books. I think that they're so well done and I find so much inspiration just flipping through them and looking at the pictures. even though I can't really read the instructions. I'll use Google Translate sometimes, but I just like to look at the pictures. So here you're looking at some Acclaim felting wool and kits, and this is polyester wool. And then this is the Hamanaka Sucre wool. This is actually really stringy merino wool. I find that it doesn't felt up as quickly as the Daiso or the Fluffeel brand. And then this wool is by Clover. They have a really nice variety of colors here, but I also find that this wool is a little bit stringy. So it's very fine and very soft, but it doesn't work up as quickly, and I feel like you can see the imperfections more when using this wool. But they have different colors, so I picked up those ones that I don't have. And this wool is a really good price, 250 yen, which is about $2.50 for all those colors. So I got a couple of those. And that looks like the type of coarse wool that will felt up really quickly. I haven't used it yet though. And Hamanaka is a really big needle felting company in Japan, or craft company, and they have a variety of wool with like different textures, but it tends to be a little more expensive. This is actually where I picked up my felt ball kit. It's called a Fute Fute kit, which means shake shake in Japanese, and it's a kit that you can use to make little felt balls. But you could also make the felt balls without a kit just by cutting up the wool and rolling it with your hands in soapy water, and I have a tutorial on how to make that. I will link it below. And this is a pen, a needle felted pen. And I have a tutorial for a Doraemon one if you guys want to learn how to make it. I'll also link that in the description box below. Anyway, what do you guys think of this craft store? Isn't this amazing? And here are a lot of kits. I've seen other people make these things. Like I think I saw Pink Sugar Cotton make that bunny and chick. So the next store that I'm going to show you is called Pandora House, and this is mostly a fabric store that also carries some craft items, and you can find this in a Aeon Mall, which is a very big popular mall chain in Japan. When I was living in Japan, I would go there almost every weekend to play UFO catchers at either Sega World or Useland, and then we would eat dinner there because they'd have like a huge selection of restaurants, and they also have a food court. And inside of the Aeon store, which is like a department store, you'll find this craft store. And I know that they have like at least 2 locations in my area, which is outside of central Tokyo. So I know that these stores are probably not something that you will probably find in your local area, but I hope that you at least enjoyed watching this video and seeing what kind of needle felting supplies that they have available in Japan. And if you're interested in purchasing needle felting supplies online, you can also look on Amazon or Etsy or eBay. If you have a Daiso in your area, I know that they have Daiso in other countries. I think that's a really great place to get needle felting supplies. Even though I had all these different things available to me, I ended up using a lot of my supplies from Daiso just because they had what I needed. And if you want to buy like the 3-prong felting pen or fancier felting pen, you can buy that on Amazon, and the price is approximately the same as what you would pay in Japan. The only thing that you probably might have a difficult time finding are felting thimbles. I've never seen those anywhere except for Japan. You might be able to find them on Etsy or something like that, but they're basically just thick pieces of leather that are sewn together, so if you might be able to make your own if you have thick leather available to you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I might be doing another video where I talk about the different kinds of felting wool that I have, or the different types of felting wool that I found in Japan and how good it is. But leave a comment below if you like to see a video like that. And I know I haven't been doing a lot of needle felting lately, but I'm hoping to start doing more. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button at the end and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!